Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel. Sorry about not having the mic configured right away. I didn't even realize it until I started talking. As part of Pinot with Phoenix last night, I got in Face to the Mat Pro Wrestling by Play Games. Now, I have done a wrestling video before on the channel. I've got a few more lined up here during the off-season in the next couple of weeks. I wasn't warm to starting a wrestling federation, but watching History Maker Golf flop out as part of Wide World of Sports, plus wanting to have more combat sports options for said project, I figured I'd give some of these wrestling engines a whirl and see what I thought of them. So we're going to be doing a little bit of stress testing, but before we can stress test Face to the Mat, we do need to unbox it, so that's what we're going to do here. There's a lot in here that we're actually not going to go through. There's a lot of text on here that I could go through. But instead, what we're going to do is we're going to start by getting the shrink off, preferably without slicing myself in the process, and we'll take a look at what's all in the box here. I do have today's Mystical Munchies actually cooling, so I've got a little bit of time to play with before we turn our attention back to that. So we'll get the shrink off. As usual, we've got the Play packaging with the cover sleeve and the nice box on there. So let's crack this open and see what all we've got in here. We, of course, have the extra plastic that can hit the bin. And we'll start taking a look at what all of this is. So as usual, we've got our pawns, performance chips, and our small dice. Those are going to get, assuming I like the game, those are going to get swapped out for bigger dice, but we'll see about that. These look like I think these are our fast action cards, actually. That's a weird size as well, so I don't know if this size actually exists or not. I know I don't have this size of sleeve in stock. I'll have to see. I mean, it probably is something that would fit in a normal poker size sleeve, but I'd rather have a cleaner shuffle on that. I'll see if Sleeve Your Games is anything about that. This looks like our Highlight Center book. So these are our highlight reel results. Okay, we got wildcard results for ring matches, cage matches, tag team matches, hardcore, and a whole mess of highlight reel. Whole mess of highlight reels along with the new wrestler creation table, so actually that's pretty cool. Then we've got the instruction manual, which we'll give a thumb through at the end. Then this is our out-of-the-ring action reference chart. Looks like our main mat where we lay out the favored wrestler and the underdog. Then we've got grudge match instructions, not double-sided. And then I'm not sure what these are. Looks like manager strategy cards. Looks like 2 sets for everything. For the red manager and for the blue manager. Then we've got a set of wrestlers built in. I don't know which set of stars this is. I can't tell what set this is. I don't know if this is supposed to be, well, it might be easier to look on the back of the sleeve. Looks like we've got sample wrestlers, but I'm not sure what set this is. I don't think this is the 90s set, but I could be wrong on that. Looks like we've got, actually, I picked up the 90s set. I don't think this is the same set, though. Then we've got another sheet of wrestlers on here. Then we've got a set of, actually we've got 3 sets of scratch cards, which we'll use to write down TV grades, grudge grades, any of that. Allies, foes, everything standard for a wrestling promotion. Then we've got a few blank event score sheets that we can use to put the shows together. I think we've got 5 of those from the looks of it. Anyway, we can put these back in the box, and then we'll give the instruction manual our cursory thumb through. So let me get all of these back in the box. Along with the cards and the components. Actually, I'm going to leave these cards out for the time being because I'm going to be running to my local game store later this morning, and I want to bring that size. I want to bring those cards with me so I can see if they have a set of sleeves, if they have a size of sleeves that they'll take. Maybe I'll have to hit Sleeve Your Games first so I can see what size sleeves those take. But let me zoom in here so we can give the instruction book our cursory thumb through. Usual play standard for those. And I see a whole bunch of unusual matches. That was going to be something I was going to be doing a little bit of house testing on. But the fact that they seem to be supported already gives me options there. So let's crack this open. Okay, so we've got the welcome, gets a show card and a scratch card. Then we've got Before You Begin. Separate the perforated fast action cards, except I don't think those are perforated. No, those are definitely not perforated. TV grades, grudge grades, helped wrestlers, heels and faces, and the score sheet. Playing the game Solitaire, which of course I will be doing that. Okay. Whichever wrestler's trailing gets the tiebreaker. Okay, special themed cards. Pins and kickouts. Playing the game head-to-head, which I probably will never do. Unusual matches. Okay, grudge matches, cage matches, which I really enjoy. I don't know what it is about cage matches in particular, but I really enjoy those. Object matches, so like your I don't think they look at object matches the same way I would as a longtime wrestling fan. When I hear ladder match, for instance, I think, okay, you're hanging something above the ring, and then you have to climb a ladder to get up to that object. I mean, this might be the same thing here. Tag team matches, then 3-for-all, so triple threats. Okay, then we've got tiebreakers potentially, battle royale, hardcore matches, injury scenario, a throwdown format. Then some advanced options. This paper is sticking together. Then interview show segments. Okay, so some of our wrestlers can have their own TV show interview segments like Piper's Pit, the Highlight Reel, the KO Show. What are some of the other ones? The Cutting Edge. Some of those other interview talk show segments. Oh, Miz TV. Yeah, I never was the biggest Miz fan in the world, but anywho. Yeah, that looks like that is it for the instruction manual. So that, once we get everything back together, I'm deciding if I'm going to leave these cards out. I think I'll leave them out since, like I said, I am going to my game store, my local game store, once I get Mystical Munchies done. Once we get that back in the box, I'll zoom that back out. And that is everything in the box for Face to the Mat Pro Wrestling by Play Games. Busy weekend coming up on the channel. I'm going to go finish filming this week's Mystical Munchies as we're making the appetizer out of the unofficial Harry Potter game videos lined up for later. I'll wait until after all of those are over before I plug all of the other games coming up on the channel. But there's going to be quite a few coming up. Thank you for watching this video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care, everyone.